I'm tired of the bullshit. Give it to him.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, out here in the internet world. Uh, it is us. We are back again. We have Tony D live from Georgia, and then we have also me, Brian, from the state of Texas. And we got a lot to unpack here.
Go.
And we're just going to go ahead and address the elephant in the room. In regards to earlier events today, political commentator Charlie Kirk has been shot and killed at a normal college rally at the University of Utah.
Uh,
One of the
Utah
It's like
Valley,
Utah, one of the
Utah
smaller,
Valley University. Utah Valley
yeah,
University.
Utah Valley University.
Hmm.
So, and it's sad that it has come to this, that our nation um, has it's come to this. I mean, and for those that are very very familiar with me, I am all pro life, even though there are a lot of people who I do not agree with or I do not like, but I would never ever wish death upon these people. I may talk shit, I may make fun of them, but I never ever once wish death upon them. As much as Tony and I have disagreements on here, but we do have some common ground.
Hmm.
But never once have you seen us yell and scream and say "F you, go to hell" and all that.
No,
No. And even like that, for as long as we've been doing this gig, since what, 2019, 2020?
2021.
Yeah. So as long as we've
It's
been doing
literally
this,
been about 4 years me and you've been doing this, and I appreciate you and everybody from Haps, the couple of Periscope folks who was around, all that good stuff. I'm gonna let you finish. Go ahead, because I start
but
going. Need to give
this
you.
is very sad, and it's very tragic, and for those people who cheer this on, y'all need therapy, bar none. And then on top of that, for that advertising it on TikTok and all your social medias, once your employer gets wind of it, good luck on your future. Best of luck on your future endeavors. I mean,
Good.
yeah, I mean, because this is bad. I mean, even years past when you had Democratic politicians and people that reside on the left that have been attacked as well. I like you heard like I said it numerous of times. I'm like, hey, this is unacceptable. I was like, it should never ever go to get that extreme, get to violence, whether whatever political affiliation you are. I mean, I do not condone it, whether you're left, right, center. You have a disagreement with somebody, okay, fine. You walk away, don't ever talk, cut ties, whatever. But never, ever, ever should it ever resort to violence. And many people who I disagree with politically, that you and I both know, we have mutual people that we have political disagreements with. Have I ever spoke anything negative about them? Like extremely negative to the
Go
point
to
of
the
like,
political side, no. And this is where I got to go ahead and jump in.
go.
When people demand somebody take action, do what you got to do. And remember, a lot of times you would say they got to have the balls to do this, the balls to do that. People are putting their balls out there. This is what happens when you make a stand strong enough. And I don't. And I'm gonna be honest. I don't know much about Duke. I never heard of him before today. I never heard of him. But apparently he had a strong following. Uh,
I've been following Charlie Kirk since 2019.
yeah, so I don't have much of a dog on a fight with this one, but he got. And I'm gonna go ahead and say this. This is what I noticed. Somebody tried to shoot him the same way they tried to shoot Trump last summer.
Hmm.
So people are getting sniped for their political views. There's a lot of frustration against politicians on both sides. Let's be clear. This isn't
Yep.
a Republican thing. This isn't a Democratic thing.
Years
This is
past,
a
Kennedy, Democrat,
Kennedy,
Robert
Reagan,
Kennedy,
Lincoln,
Reagan,
all
Lincoln,
of us.
all them guys.
Let's just be 100. The people are tired of politics not giving the results we voted for. You're talking about frustrations from being impoverished, frustrations from being oppressed, frustrations from being lied to, frustrations, and we'll go ahead and say it, from being overtaxed, being poisoned.
Hmm.
This is huge. Now, like I said, I don't know much about dude. I can't say nothing about him. I thought it was messed up. There was a lot of people there. I could see how they didn't see him. I don't know how the hell they was going to protect him. You got to
Yeah.
be careful being fearless when you make a stand as strong as you're making.
Yeah.
Anybody.
And then
I've seen it too many times.
for them to say like he's a racist and all that, I'm like, how is he a racist when
I don't
he
know
had
nothing about that. Go ahead. I don't know.
yeah. He had Brandon Tatum, black conservative. He had Candace Owens, black conservative. The Cartier family that are popular on YouTube, a group of black dudes that were once lefties, now seeing some bullshit. Now they flip.
Mhm.
Now they're not with that ideology anymore, and they were talking about it today on their channel. They said this is fucked up. They're outraged about it. They said this is wrong. They said he is not a racist because multiple times he said he flew all of us out to some Trump rallies. He flew us out to some part of his little Turning Point USA conventions. He's like, he's been very cordial, very hospitable. He introduced us to his family, his wife and kids,
Mhm.
and everybody involved. So they're all black, but yet how's he racist? And then
The aspect of being racist comes from the political side that you're on. A lot of people's eyes. If you're conservative, you're considered racist because the conservatives had an issue against anybody who wasn't them. And the majority of your conservatives
okay,
were Caucasian males.
okay, all right. I'll throw you this one.
Go.
Is Joe Manchin and Kristen Sinema?
Who are they?
Right. They were former Democratic senators,
Mhm.
but they were Democrat conservative. So are they racist because they have?
I don't know nothing about. I can't answer. I don't know nothing about them. I don't.
So this whole conservative linking it solely with Republican is false. You can be conservative and be
You can. No, that's true.
You could be
That's true.
you could be conservative and be apolitical, because
It's true.
whether people are well educated or if they are well traveled around the world, if you notice it, let's start with the black community. They're all saying like white Christians are bad, right?
Mhm.
Black people go to church, right?
Why are they going to church?
To get with the Lord, right? I understand, but go ahead.
Yeah, let's go ahead and start this shit. Sorry, y'all. For those of y'all who are my professional people, my higher ups, that's why I get a little controversial.
Go for it.
Everybody knows that Christianity started, and we have all been taught that Christianity forced the religion onto the people they enslaved. So that's why people have a problem with black people going to church being Christians, because of that how it came about. There was actually a belief spiritually before the religion that came about to them through slavery, as we were taught. And I'm going to say it like this: as we were taught.
Mhm.
That's where the issue comes in at. People going to church these days, and I will tell you this for the kids, I will tell you this for me in a major city. A lot of people used to go to Christian schools, Catholic school, Baptist, whatever.
Mhm.
Now go to public schools. Less violent, safer environment. In a lot of places, people go to church in the South. That's a way of life to escape the bullshit they got going on in life.
Yes.
These are the facts about church. As we get older, if you still choose to go, fine. If you
Mhm.
don't, understand why. As a man, I will tell you myself that how many times you're going to go to church and keep listening to it and not live it. You got to go out there and live what you're taught instead of being told what to do all the damn time.
Right.
Some people choose to keep going back, to keep the church active, to keep the youth active and busy, to pass on the good word, to share their positivity. I got no problem with that.
Right.
So I'm not going to clown anybody who goes to church.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that either.
Go ahead.
So black people go to church.
White people
Asians
go to
go to
church.
church.
Mhm.
Muslims go to their, they do their thing. Yeah.
Jewish
people.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. So the thing about it is they have like conservative, they have a belief. They stick to that belief, what they grew up with. Yes, when you're as an adult, you
People
do
grew up
have
the
that.
same way if you didn't go through anything negative. I got no beef with that.
Yeah. So the thing about it is that there's a lot of cultures that are very traditional.
Mhm.
Are they bad?
Not all of them, from what I've learned.
Exactly.
Yes.
So
Yes.
So let's just go ahead and nip that in the bud. Conservative is not linked to either Republican nor Democrat. You could be conservative and be apolitical if you're a traditionalist, or if you grew up with principles.
Liberals are the Democrats, because over the past administration, everybody swore the liberals were the non-conservatives, now Republican.
Yeah.
There you
That,
go.
that-
And
so
this time, with this administration, most people who had a problem with liberals are quiet. You don't hear a lot of Trump supporters talking shit right now, do you? You
it's
got
crazy.
some who are mad, some who are not happy, but they're not as vocal as they were during the last administration. With the current administration.
Yeah. So yeah, I
So
mean,
that's not
it's
necessarily a prejudice, that's a bias. I will call that a bias more than a prejudice.
mhm,
You voted for this, you're going to deal with it.
of
Those
course.
people who voted for the last administration, we're going to deal with it. But we also face a lot of chastisement. So right now, the chastisement has switched.
Yeah. But I mean, and the thing about it is like in regards to the last administration,
Go
okay,
ahead.
but even though as many mistakes that was made, but the thing about it is you don't hear anybody calling for their head, right?
Who?
Like anybody, like out of
Who's
anybody in
that?
the Democrat Party, like when they get mad, like oh so and so, like for instance, like with AOC when the whole Amazon thing, people were mad at her, but did they give her death threats? No. They were mad at her. They were disappointed with her. And then even with the other stuff, they still yell
I
at her.
never
But
heard, I never heard any death threats toward Biden. I have heard death threats
no,
toward Trump. I have.
yeah.
Now,
So
mind you, let me jump in on this. There have been problems with Trump before he became president in the first place, in all honesty.
and that's the boogeyman they created.
Well, I said it before and I'll say it again. The anticipation of him being president was not going to be stopped. And I said that before his first administration. We used to talk about this when we was
Yeah.
on.
Yeah,
I said,
yeah,
people don't realize how bad folks wanted him to be president since the 90s.
yeah. We went down the
He
list. We
was
said
going to
Donahue,
win. He was
Donahue,
going
Oprah.
to
People were begging him,
He was
begging
going
him.
to win. I said he was going to win. It's a fact. And people didn't like it. They thought I was just wrong. They didn't want to verify it. I said, y'all just watch.
But the moment he changed his direction, he was
He
loved for
changed the political
decades.
party. Yes.
He was loved for decades. Worship. I mean, not necessarily worship, but he was honored. But the
Until he changed,
moment
until he
But
picked.
the moment they picked at him, and picked at him, and then finally when he flips, when he
Yep.
switches, oh, now he's public enemy number one.
Because people don't like the party. He used to not like the party.
Yeah.
But he chose the party that was going to keep him in power. Now, it would have happened with the Democrats as well, in my opinion. It would have. But he's got a problem with the Democrats. He doesn't like what he's saying. Okay. So he picked his side. Mind you, excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. I believe he voted Democrat, but he was independent. And a lot of people were like, no, he's not. I said, yeah, he was. And you have to dig for that one.
And he funded Jesse Jackson's campaign back in '88.
He did a lot of things. He did a lot of things. It's just when he chose that political
He helped
party.
out. He helped out Mike Tyson. Helped out Michael Jackson.
And people are testifying to the assistance he has given them.
Mm-hmm.
They are testifying to it. So
Even let a woman stay in his hotel for free.
he's done a lot of charity work, but he had a very strong racist stigma against him in the 90s. I used to hear about it. I really did. But I also knew people were going to put him in office because he knows how to follow the money. He knows how to make everybody make money. And I do say make people make money. He doesn't necessarily give. He shows you how to make money, whether you like him or not. You want that. You want that. But he still has his controversial aspects. He still has his ways.
Yeah.
He still has his words. God knows.
Big words. Nobody
the
words.
news had no ratings when he wasn't in office.
Right.
None. Not every press conference. Anthony was good. Every press conference is covered. And they've even given him credit when he said a couple months ago, we were the hottest country in the world. Even Fox News was like, that's not fake news, y'all. That's the truth. We are literally the hottest. All eyes are on us. And guess what happens when all eyes are on us? We get money.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, because I'm starting to drift.
No. I mean, but overall, though, I mean, whether political affiliation, whether you like a person or not, violence and death is not the way to go.
And we talked about this earlier. This is an aspect of radicalism from the frustrations.
I understand that, but not to take it out on somebody who's. And the thing though, like with Charlie Kirk, with all of the work that he's done, he's always challenging. It's like, so people have an issue, they want to talk about it. He's free to debate. He's like, yeah, ask me a question, let's talk about it. It's the same thing with Gothics, same thing with Amala Epinobi,
Mm-hmm.
same thing with Delano Squires,
Mm-hmm.
same thing with Brandon Tatum.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, hey, let's talk about it. And there
You
are
mean
some
let the
people. There are some
politicians
people
talk?
that do get taught. There are some people that do talk and ask questions.
Mhm.
You win some arguments, you lose some arguments. That's just how
Yes.
that's the way it goes.
But it's also
But
about how you have the count. It shouldn't even be an argument. It should be a conversation and a debate.
yeah,
I want to take argument out of the equation.
but a lot of them
That's
lean
the
in.
level that we're
They
at right
lean in with the emotion. They lean in with
because
the
we
emotion
become
on the
emotional about what's happening against us as constituents and what's not being done in our eyes from the people we put in office.
exactly. And we are the ones who voted to put those people in office. So yeah,
Everybody. But now
yeah.
it's going down to the electoral
And
college.
that's on both sides. That's on both sides.
It's going to the electoral college right now. There's a lot going on where everybody's tired of the electoral college because they're the ones doing the hookup in everybody's eyes.
Yeah, but also too, they're not considering the fact that you got other people that live in parts of the country that are not near large metropolitan cities. They want to keep it at large metropolitan cities with their votes only. Not so.
You
It's
can't
like
do
people in small
that.
town. Yeah,
You can't do
people in small towns. They have a voice as well. That's
Mm.
why you. That's why they have the electoral college.
Now, mind you, in most of your small towns, those are primarily Republican voters.
And large metropolitan cities are primarily Democrat.
Agreed. Agreed. And the demographics will show that.
Yes.
We got to let's jump on this. I'm gonna give you a minute with this one list to make. I want everybody to read what you put up there because I got a real strong question that I'm glad you brought up as I'm trying to share this out. So forgive me if I look like I'm distracted. List to me, let me tell you. Are we sure it was a Democrat that did it? That's the question. They don't even have the shooter yet. They had a suspect, he got released. They're still looking for the shooter. There was a good number of people down there. I don't know how they're going to find him. I really don't. But my question is, are we sure it was a Democrat that did it? Because I knew that was going to be the first thing a lot of people said, and I did see it. I've seen it up here.
Because because think about it. Charlie Kirk is a conservative,
Which
he's a
is a
Republican.
stereotype, a prejudice, and a bias. You don't have
Mhm.
facts on that. And let's admit, this is not against you. This is what I'm seeing before you even said that. They swore the Democrats did that. Y'all will be surprised if it was a fucking Republican that did this shit. And I'm going to say it like that on purpose. Because y'all tend to forget there are Republicans who are not happy as well.
Yeah.
And that's going to show your mental bias.
Mhm.
The real question is, who the hell did it? Why? I don't give a damn about your political party. Who did it and why? Calm the ignorance with all this.
Yeah, because basically, everybody's leaving because of things what we just said. Oh, he's a phobe, he's a ist, he's a that, he's a this or that. Which when you look down the line, when you look at all the stuff that he's done, where can you prove your claim that he did all this? You
We
can't.
need to know who it was and why they did it. Even if it was doing. No, there you go. Thank you. It's still an act of terrorism. And the problem is domestic.
Domestic terrorism. Yes.
As of right now, I'll
100%.
be wrong for saying that because we don't show if it was an American citizen who did it. I'll be wrong for saying that. But it happened here. So the first thing we're going to think is this domestic issue until we have any ties to anybody international having something to do with this.
Yeah. But overall, though, I mean, you look throughout all the times he had Tulsi Gabbard with him, and they're having discussions with other people. He had Gothics. He had Brandon Tatum. He had
Let me
Candace
say to you,
Owens.
and I'm not mad at what you're saying. What would have made anybody this mad about him?
Just the fact that he's very outspoken. He has a very large platform, and the fact that he goes to campuses and talks with all the people that have like different points of view, and he wants to have
Talking to
that
people with
discussion.
different points of view. That's not enough for him to be damn near assassinated. If you will.
Exactly. And then recently, I mean, like about a month or two ago, he was on that Surrounded on Jubilee, where he was sitting there with surrounded by 20 liberals, and then trying to have a discussion over topics.
Okay.
But I mean, that was, I felt bad for him because it's just the fact that when he tried to voice, his thoughts, they were like over talking him, like trying to get a
That
like
happens
a
all the time on both sides. No disrespect to what you're
yeah,
saying. It happens
yeah.
all
But
the
I'm
time.
just saying, when it comes to a certain person,
Mhm.
like when it comes to a certain person, they're gonna go all in, like all in emotional rage. They did that. They just did that recently with Patrick Bet David.
Okay.
You had a capitalist surrounded by 20 anti-capitalists, but yet the anti-capitalists would not let him
That happens
talk.
with everybody.
Yeah. But I'm
Anytime
just
we
saying,
have
because they led with emotion, and that's the thing. It's led with emotion with the whole thing in regards to Charlie Kirk.
well, you get a problem with emotions and facts. When one leads, the
Facts
other
don't
can't.
care about your feelings. Yeah, but they
No,
cannot
no, no, no.
accept facts.
When one leads, the other one can't be heard.
Right.
If you lead with emotion, you can't hear the facts. If you lead with facts, you don't want to hear nothing from emotion.
Hmm.
So here's my thing: both sides need to be understood and heard. That's the only way we're going to come together to work things
But
out.
nobody wants to do that because it's like that. Everybody's got to have this like I out argue
Yeah,
you.
and it happens on
Yeah,
social media all the.
all the time. Even like Amala Epinobi, when she was with PragerU and she would go to college campuses explaining, and she would talk about her story, how she was once on the left, she was a liberal, but then when somebody questioned her, it made her think. And then when she went to her superiors of the liberal Democrat organization that her mom still currently works at,
Mhm.
she goes, "Hey," she asked a question, and the response was, "No, no, you just don't understand. You are oppressed." But she's like, "I'm half white. How am I live in a nice neighborhood. I'm how am I oppressed?" So then
But
so
when
then so then she went down the rabbit hole. She looked up Thomas Sowell. She looked up other people, and then next you know, boom, light bulb went off in her head. And then now she's talking about a story. And now when she goes to those college campuses, you promote hate speech, and she's like, "How am I promoting hate speech when I'm explaining my story? All what she experienced? She was a
because people
lefty."
take any one word you say as a trigger and use that. That's society right now. You
More
don't want
like
to hear them. You wait for
microaggressions.
that one word to be a trigger, and then you start the outbursts,
Yeah.
and it gets redundant. I'll give you.
And
I'll
the
give
and
it.
and it and it was the
And
same thing
I'll
with
go ahead and say
Gothics.
it. Well, who?
It was the same thing with Gothics. She
Go
was
ahead.
she was like leading the charts of Twitch. She was a gamer girl. And then when the whole George Floyd thing happened, and then all of a sudden when she saw like the whole vaccine with the COVID deal, and she started asking questions, and people told her, "No, just shut up. Fall in line." But then she kept asking a lot of questions. But then after that, when nothing she didn't get the answers that she's looking for, then next you know, she did her own thing. She did her own homework, and now she's like, "I don't agree with that." And then next you know, and then she voted for Trump in 2020. And the next show, everybody went after her. Like, how dare you? You're a
2020
sellout.
or
You're this.
20? Oh, because yeah, that was the election with Biden one. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. But they told her she's a sellout. She's a coon, Uncle Tom, blah, blah, blah. And she's black.
Which is
But now she's a free
racist.
thinking. Yeah. She's free. She's free.
So
She's a free thinker. She's very well versed. I mean, like I provide the YouTube videos on her channel. Gothics, Gothix. She has a lot. She even explained her story and everything, and then she's a part of the walkaway. Um, so I mean, but the thing is, and remember how I kept asking? I said, when did it ever become a crime for a black person to be a free thinker?
go ahead.
When did it become a crime? Because
It
now
was
when
a
you got
crime in the
more,
first fucking place because they never wanted us to think on our fucking own. I said it.
yeah. So
Go
yeah,
ahead.
I
You
mean,
got that. Go ahead.
yeah,
Elaborate on that. Go ahead.
yeah, you got Ruin Leon, free thinker. Brandon Tatum, free thinker. Anthony Brian Logan, free thinker. Um, old girl that does the Pink Book lessons, she's a free thinker. And I could go down the list. Everybody they are black conservatives, but yet they're sellouts. How you know? Big Juice says hello, Tony. So yeah, that's my thing. It's like, when did becoming a free thinker ever become a crime in society? Mainly if you're black. Everybody else, it's okay, but apparently, if you're black, you are not allowed to be a free thinker. You cannot speak. You
Sorry.
cannot speak for yourself.
I apologize. We've had decent weather, so feel like
Oh
Alex
God,
wants to make a return. Yeah,
I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
Big
Waking
juice
up,
is good. As
waking
far
up,
as I'm thinking,
wake.
to any and everybody out there, I know what I just said. And I'm gonna tell you the truth. Anybody who thinks independently, it goes against the grain is a problem. That is the free thinking that you're emphasizing. However, excuse me, a lot of people who go against the grain have been stereotyped against from those in power. The demographic of who's been in power is a lot of what the issue is. I need to go back to the original point. I don't know why this guy got shot. I just don't. I really don't. I don't know.
It's senseless. It's senseless.
I need to see and hear more. I don't have
Yeah.
enough on this.
Yeah,
Any
I mean,
aspect of any politician getting shot, even with Trump last year, I thought it was kind of messed up. And I had to step in as a little bit of a military bias. We're not supposed to let nothing happen to the president. But now we got our own citizens doing it. This ain't good. But
and also too, I blame the media. Media has plays a part in it too. Where's the lie? Where's the lie?
Can't argue that.
Where's the lie? Tiffany Cross.
Dan the media.
Joy Reid.
Okay, I'll be the devil's advocate.
Don Lemon. Don Lemon did not get the answers he was looking for, and he cried about it.
That. I will take the media aspect out. The actions under your administration that you're responsible for can be enough to piss off a constituent. Take the media out.
Yes.
That's why I don't put the media to full blame with this.
But they are a mouthpiece.
I don't even know this dude. I didn't know nothing about him. No disrespect to him. May he rest in peace. All BS aside. I had nothing to go on. And I'm like, why was he killed? Why was he shot? But then everybody's up in here going in the uproar and the outrage all over the news. And I'm like, who is this dude again? I'm at a loss. I really am.
And then for people cheering about it, y'all need therapy. Y'all need to get right. Y'all need to find some type of some.
And I can't argue that. Like I said, I don't know enough about that.
That's fucked up. Cheering for somebody to get killed just because you don't agree with them politically. Huh?
They cheered when Saddam Hussein got killed.
I know.
They cheered when Bin Laden got killed.
Yeah.
Some people cheered when. Oh, I mean, there's a list.
Yeah, but
so
as far as today's political climate, this is uncalled for.
Today's political climate is not happy with politicians. We're not happy with those
on either side.
And we're not happy with anybody in power. You're barely happy with anybody in charge of you.
Yeah, you barely.
This shit was bound to happen. This is where all of us in the world need to come.
And even right now, I was reading I had this pulled up before I logged on to be with you. Right here. Oh, come on. Unpause. Right here from the Houston Chronicle. Mm-hmm. Texas lawmaker faces backlash after sharing Kirk's unfortunate gun deaths quote.
What did he say?
So apparently back in April, he was saying like the gun deaths unfortunately worked to keep the Second Amendment. But I think people got it in the wrong context. People they get it's okay to
that sentence because I want to bring something up on the second half of this. Go ahead and finish, please.
But anyway, so it says a Texas City council member is facing fierce backlash after sharing an old quote from conservative commentator Charlie Kirk, in which appeared to defend gun deaths as an unfortunate but acceptable cost of preserving Second Amendment rights.
Go ahead. Yeah,
the post now deleted was made late Tuesday on Facebook shortly after Kirk's shooting, and included Kirk's quotes. Yes, people die from gun violence. It's tragic, but that's the price of freedom. Unfortunately, it's worth to keep the Second Amendment intact. The council member captioned with a quote, unfortunate.
All right. I see what he's saying. Now I get controversial. When you read the Second Amendment, what does it say?
Basically to protect yourself from
Did
any
you
foreign government.
estimate anybody else is in the chat? I want everybody to look at this because I actually tried to broadcast on a couple of years ago. I know what I read.
Yeah, to protect yourself, protect your family from foreign and domestic, and from government tyranny.
The Second Amendment says you have the right to bear arms, correct?
Yes.
Anybody listen to this afterwards? Whoever's here now. When you look at the Second Amendment, and correct me if I'm wrong, you have the right to bear arms.
Yes.
It also says you have the right to defend yourself. Excuse me. And nobody, I think Congress specifically, cannot tell you how to defend yourself.
Right.
But it also says if you discharge a firearm, you will do 5 years federal time. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong.
All right, let me look it up. Second Amendment. So, according to Britannica,
If you get, let me stop. See if you can pull up the U.S. Constitution anywhere, an authentic,
Yeah,
actual copy.
yeah.
Okay.
So, on the Second Amendment,
Mhm.
amendment to the Constitution of the United States adopted in 1791 as part of the Bill of Rights
Mhm.
that provided a constitutional check on
Mhm.
congressional power under the Article 1, Section 8 to organize, arm, and discipline the federal militia.
Go ahead.
The Second Amendment reads, a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the
Yes.
right of the people to
Yes.
keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Referred to in modern times as an individual right to carry.
You just shut me down in a positive way, and I appreciate it. But please continue.
Referred to in modern times as an individual right to carry and use firearms for self-defense, the Second Amendment was envisioned by the framers of the Constitution, according to the College of William and Mary law professor and future U.S. District Court Judge St. George Tucker in 1803. His his great work, Blackstone's Commentaries, with notes of reference to the Constitution and laws of the federal government of the United States and the Commonwealth of Virginia, as the true palladium of liberty. In addition to checking federal power, the Second Amendment also provided state governments with that Luther Martin, 1744 to 48, and to 1826, described as the last coup de grace that would enable the states to thwart and oppose general government. Last, it enshrined the ancient Florentine and Roman constitutional privilege, civil and military virtue, by making every citizen a soldier and every soldier a citizen.
Okay. Now that's in Britannica. What does the actual amendment say?
Oh, all right. Let me back it up. Okay. So this is under the Constitution annotated. Constitution.congress.gov.
That should be it. Yes, that should be it.
All right. The Second Amendment, according to the website, a well-regulated militia being necessary to security of a free state and the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed.
So, Desiree. Oh, damn. How are you, lady? You remember Desiree?
What? Hey, my fellow Sagittarian.
Yeah, fellow Sagittarian. So, right there, you just said why people should have weapons to protect the state. No problem. Keep going, please.
All right. And so let me look further here. Okay. This is under the website of
And allow me this. I'm looking for the direct amendment itself. You're going to find sites. When I went to it, I think I went to a site that had the Constitution specifically, verbatim.
Okay. So I'm looking right here at constitution.laws.com.
Yes, I got you.
/ Second Amendment. All right. So the Second Amendment, from what it says here, the Second Amendment to the United States Constitution is one of the most controversial and widely debated constitutional amendments.
Go ahead.
This amendment guarantees the right of citizens to keep and bear arms and has been a part of the subject of intense political discussion for many years. While the interpretation of this amendment has evolved over time, it has a significant impact on American history and culture. The Second Amendment was adopted in 1791 as part of the Bill of Rights. This amendment was intended to protect the individual rights of citizens to own firearms from potential abuses by the federal government.
Keep going.
At the time of its adoption, the Second Amendment was seen as essential safeguard against tyranny and oppression by
Right.
foreign powers or domestic governments.
We got that part. Got you.
Now, both sides. One of the primary arguments in favor of the Second Amendment is the idea that American citizens have the right to defend themselves, their families, and their property.
Absolutely.
This argument is based on the principle of individual liberty and the belief that the citizens should be able to protect themselves without relying solely on the government. In a country known for a rugged individualism, the right to own firearms has become deeply ingrained in American culture.
Mhm.
Opponents of the Second Amendment argue that it is outdated and unnecessary in modern society. They argue that violence and crime have increased due to the prevalence of firearms and that a stricter gun control measures are necessary to protect the public from harm.
Can that be debated by anybody?
They point to mass shootings and high rates of gun violence as evidence that the Second Amendment has become a danger rather than a protection.
It has not become a danger to people that's misusing it. Keep going.
Despite
I
these,
will say that even though I'm not a gun owner, if you got a gun, you're prone to use that damn thing. And these jokers out here showing it.
hey, after my family tragedy, I went down. It brought
You have your
it
stance. I fully
yeah,
understand you. Yes.
it brought me to that world. Yeah, so I am all pro 2A.
And
Despite
let me jump in on this. Based on a lot of gun violence that's going on, I can't be mad at anybody who owns one. My problem is they can still prosecute you for it, even though they sell it to you. That's my problem. It's actually a law enforcement charge, possession of a firearm. And how many charges come with possession of a firearm?
a lot.
Thank you. Attempted, premeditated, all of them. Mind you, it's legal for you to have it, but they can still prosecute you and imprison you for what's legal. That's my problem with guns.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest with you, I tell anybody out here, I don't own a gun. People say, why? I said, first of all, if I buy a gun, it's not going to be for decoration. You got to be kidding me. When I buy food, I eat. When I buy clothes, I wear them. When I buy a car, I drive it. So if I got a gun, I'm going to use it.
Mm-hmm.
And have I had many reasons to use it?
Yeah.
I'm
I mean, like I said, my tragedy. Yeah, June 24, 2012. That date would not leave my memory. I mean, I had PTSD from that night for months, mainly because my brother was my patient, and then my other brother, who is my brother's best friend, who was black, was killed by other black people.
I feel like you need a what? What is a Ford CAD?
I have no idea.
Me neither. I bet it's a typo. Yeah, I'm Desiree. I'm picking on you. Let us see you. Missed you, baby.
So that date alone, Ford card. I don't know. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I'm picking on Desiree. We missed Desiree.
I know. I miss her too. Great artwork. Fantastic artwork.
Standing artist. Ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor.
She could do pointillistics. She could do pastels. She could do oil paintings.
Out on Twitch, she draws her off. She is.
Oh, gun certificate. Okay. Ford card,
yes.
Gun certificate. Okay.
To carry a legal firearm and to show that you have control, so that you do have control.
Yeah. You've been trained.
I respect that. I've got no problem with that.
Yeah, that's the only thing I don't have is a CHL. I'd never made the time to do it.
You should be open carry.
Well, yeah, we are open carry. Yes, however, but I want to have my ducks in a row because I at least want to show that. I just want to show that hey, I am a responsible gun owner.
Most of the gun owners I know are responsible. So this is no disrespect against any of them. Any and everybody who carries a weapon emphasizes gun safety. Yeah,
always. Good guy with a gun.
Yeah. Of you. Big ups to each and every last one of you. Big ups to each and every last majority of the gun owners that I know.
Yeah.
Emphasizing gun safety. You get no disrespect from me for that.
Oh yeah, I mean, like I clean mine. I mean, like mine's in my closet, but I mean, like I keep it clean. Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that one. We'll get to that one. Yeah, because I learned
Can't
about that the
debate it.
other day.
I can't debate it. I can't debate it.
I learned about that one the other day. I was like, what the fuck?
I can't debate it.
But
And
yeah,
that's the
so
incident, not just that incident alone.
oh, um, so um, so looking around right here, it says like the influence of the Second Amendment on the U.S.
If I
One
may,
of the one
uh,
of the mo huh?
you can have free speech. It's how you say what you're saying. I always tell people how we deliver our message matters. We can
Yeah.
cover so many controversial topics. It's how we verbalize it when we get in
And
trouble.
and even on my last broadcast on Haps,
Mhm.
that's when I had the biggest rewatches. I mean,
What was
like wait, it was the one I had with Blaze where it was misinformation. What is the truth? So basically, like saying basically the premise was you read 5 articles like from USA Today, Newsweek, Rutgers, Wall
it?
Street Journal, New York Times. I read Los Angeles Times, The Sun, The Guardian,
Different
and
aspects of the same issue.
yes, and you can
Yes.
see the biases. Now, with that
Oh,
being said, huh?
absolutely. That's from the editing.
Yeah.
It's also from the
So it
editing.
could
Yes.
be the same subject, but we can see the biases. Now,
Yes.
then
Different
it's like
aspects.
then it's like
More different
who's
aspects of bias as
yeah,
well.
and then it ended up being like who's more credible, who's more reputable to actually make their claim valid versus the other one. That's why I appreciate ground news because ground news it has the articles and it's the same thing, but it also has like which articles from the who are left leaning cover it, those that are right leaning cover it, and then those that are in the center. And those are the ones I read, which is like Newsweek, Rutgers. Uh, dang it, I have the list, but anyway,
I look at
I
everybody.
read that's neutral.
I look at it multiple aspects, mainly because everybody's got a different side of the story. They will all come with the same facts, then they kick their opinions. As
Right.
long as the facts are solid, you make your own opinion. And once all of the articles carry the same fact, which has been a controversy as well, because people are like, that ain't what happened. But this is what they're officially reporting, then they give their opinion. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? You got 4 or 5, like you said, 5 and 5. There's 10 different aspects. Are the facts the same? And then you come with your own opinion. Every news outlet,
Exactly. Yeah, that was like the overall
exactly, listen to me,
conclusion.
exactly, exactly.
Yeah, that was the overall conclusion. It's like read what you can, watch what you can, listen to what you can, but come up with your own discretion. If people have a problem with it, that's a more of a them problem than your problem.
Now,
Because we were taught in school of a practice exercise called critical thinking, right?
I think that was
Critical
your,
thinking,
not mine. That was,
critical
we just
really?
learned. We had to think. I don't remember critical thinking being this. We
Critical
just,
thinking, yeah, where you hear a problem and then you hear two sides of it, and then you got to decipher to make up your own decision on which side is more of a credible argument.
hell, I got that from Court TV in the 80s. Keep going.
Judge Judy, damn it.
No, Wapner and divorce court.
Right?
Oh,
But anyway, but all jokes aside, that's what we were taught in school, critical thinking. You hear an issue, you hear both sides, and then you try to map it out and just see, okay, this is the pros, this is the cons, okay, blah, 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 and you make up your own conclusion. That's what we were taught in school. I'm 44 years old.
you're 8 years younger than me.
Yes.
So I don't call you wrong, but we were taught look at both sides. They just turned the critical thinking so you're right. And I had to think, I'm like, I don't know.
But nowadays, it's like if you don't go along, then you're the enemy. If you're not with me, then you're against me.
That's been there.
Been there.
That's been there.
Hmm.
And that's a lot of what's going on now. You
Yeah.
said something I wanted to go back to, and I forgot what the hell it was. But go ahead.
But overall, whether you like a person or don't agree with them, death is not the answer. Violence is not the answer. I understand. I understand people think that like when they for like their
As a
rash their
last resort, you know what, bump it. We should not be killing each other.
no.
But we also shouldn't let our opinions get us to a point to disrespect another. No two people are going to think the same. No two people are going to live the same. No two
No.
people are going to be the same.
But if you meet in the middle and have a compromise, it's better
There's
than
an
nothing.
understanding of
Yeah.
our differences to where we're not a problem.
Yes.
And that's what we need to get to as a society,
It's what we forgot how to do.
as a people. And when I say as a people, that is global.
Mhm.
We have to realize as
100%.
much as we have differences, we may live differently, but we don't have to be a problem with each other. That is coexistence.
We have a lot of common than I mean, like, if you think about it, most people have a lot in common than versus opposing.
Absolutely. We just got to learn how to coexist and not be a problem to
I mean,
each other.
yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, but the thing about it is, people like will get mad over the littlest things and be like, "Oh, I don't know because they do this." It's like,
It's how you come across to folks. And
I
then it's how
mean,
you live.
like I give you shit all the time about the way you cook your steak and what you add to your steak,
Your
but
ass,
I still love you like a brother,
I don't
man.
love you to tolerate your ass. Shut your ass up.
Yeah. It's your A1 loving, well done steak eating ass.
A1 and Heinz 57. That's right.
Oh God.
And ketchup. Yep.
I forgive you, but I mean, you're still my brother. You're still my brother. I forgive
Yeah,
you.
we boys now. We boys. I get
Yeah.
irritated when I don't have y'all with me.
Yeah.
on the
But
broadcast.
see, you see that, folks? We have a disagreement, but yeah, we still have a good interaction.
Y'all got to understand. See, I'm going to go ahead and do this. I miss having my boys up here with me when I broadcast. I've actually been hesitant to broadcast without them. I can do music with no problem. When I do my fantasy football, my Sundays may be busy this season.
Oh yeah, we're delayed on that one too.
But I mean, I can throw one out there with no problem, and I can have side conversation with them at any time. I miss having them on the main broadcast. Mike and Richard definitely look for me on Sunday mornings, but people are busy. This is season 4. I am grateful to any and everybody who has checked out the broadcast. It has been one of my more consistent and popular broadcasts ever, the Bell Kings Fantasy Football League. Thank you to each and every last damn one of you on all platforms. Yes, I will be continuing. My time frame may change. I actually had to work last Sunday. So if the work
Yeah.
opportunity pops up, honestly, I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I've been in the house for the past few years. I'm gonna start getting out. So you may
There you
see
go.
Friday nights, Saturday nights. I did Sunday on purpose because it was right before the game started for a lot of the injury reports. I saved the draft to the last minute due to number one, rosters being solid, number two, injuries. Yeah, I remember that one year I drafted Travis Kelce before the season started. He got injured before the damn season started.
Yep.
After we drafted him. So there's a way that I do think there's a method to it. Draft night was great. I showed the draft up here live. I'm glad everybody set their pre-draft rankings. Thank you to all the league members. But I never did this for me. I did this because I enjoyed the conversation I had with my boys up here and the women. Even when we've been on TikTok cutting up over there.
Yep.
So I'm all over the place.
And Periscope.
No, I haven't been on Periscope for real. I wasn't really up there. I was there, but I wasn't really up there. That's my link tree, Tony D. That original. Check my Rumble, check my X/Twitter, check my Twitch, check my YouTube. Those are my main ones. Check my Mixcloud, please. But thank you to any and everybody out there. Now I'm gonna shut the hell up because I keep trying to stop cutting him off, but we keep going. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, so that was mainly the biggest elephant in the room. It's like this is crazy, uncalled for, cowardly. I could go on and on and on, but this was fucked up.
Let's drop that. I want to get to. We got a little bit of time left. The lady in Charlotte that got stabbed on the train. What's up with that?
Good God, yeah, what is up with that?
I have no idea where that came from.
She was a young refugee from Ukraine trying to start a life in America. Refugee.
That's a hell of a word.
She was seeking asylum, leaving Ukraine to come here. She was working at a pizzeria.
Mm-hmm.
She came in through the proper channels.
Mm-hmm.
Not illegally. She came in through the proper channels.
I'm just wondering why that though.
Oh, apparently there's an audio. Apparently the dude talked to his sister of why he did it. A leaked audio.
Sure it was him?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I said. Leaked audio.
Ladies and gentlemen.
But that's about as much information that I came across was that she was a refugee from Ukraine,
Brian,
trying to start a new life. Mm-hmm.
Brian,
Go for it.
We're gonna have to do a center controversy broadcast this week.
Let's do it.
I'm sorry, I got a couple of gaps with that story.
Yeah. All I know is that
I got to look into a few more things, but
Yeah.
Expect another center of controversy, ladies and gentlemen. And me and him love going through that. That's our rabbit hole.
Mhm.
That's our rap. We pause. We're gonna go through. We're gonna go down that
we go in deep too.
I'm gonna go ahead. You know what? I got 10 minutes. Y'all do realize that the people who may be committing these murders are not the people that you see. And they've been selling them on Wish for a decade.
And apparently the guy that did it, apparently he has a rap sheet, been convicted 14 times. One of them,
Yeah, but
armed robbery, attempted robbery, assault.
he just waited for somebody to come on there. He did his thing and got off. Okay.
Walked off nonchalant.
Why her?
I have no idea.
What was it about?
That's the thing. Yeah.
I don't understand. It was fucked up for her.
Yeah, because she was on her phone, just not paying attention.
She got on the train and did nothing. What is her history? What makes anybody do stuff like this?
Yeah. And then the people that are on there, they were on the they didn't even notice until after the fact. Because they were on their phone. And I'm not gonna lie, people using public transportation, even when I was in London, on the train in London, everybody was on their phone. Earphones on, and everybody's on their phone.
Whether you're on a train or not, people tend to mind their business and get the hell out the way. I'm a native of New York. That's what they do. But I don't like what I saw. I don't like what I'm saying. It didn't make any sense.
I don't know. It makes no sense at
all. It goes down as a senseless murder right now to me. I don't have much on it. I just didn't like what I saw. Let me wait. Closing final thoughts. We got that as the issue. UAPs.
UAP.
You've seen those hearings. I think it's unidentified or unexplained aerial phenomena.
Phenomena?
Yeah, they changed UFO to UAP. Yeah, you might want to dig into that. They shot a missile or something else flying. The missile got deflected. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you might want to look into that. Sports-wise, your take on week 1.
Wild. What a game Monday night.
Entertaining. Shout out to the
Jets. Thursday night. Thursday night was like, oh man, I was talking
game, right?
Yeah, that was the Dallas. Yeah, Dallas and Philly game.
Good. Dallas played very good.
Yeah.
Against the Super Bowl champion, they did good. They did better.
Now they're looking at Jadeveon Clowney to see if he could fill the void of Michael Parsons. I'm like, that was very stupid.
What?
Yeah, Jadeveon
Parsons is a linebacker.
Michael Parsons is now he's now over in
wasn't he a linebacker?
Yeah.
Jadeveon Clowney was what? Defensive end?
Defensive end / linebacker, depending on the scheme. But
that could work. That could work.
Yeah, but Clowney's got age. You gotta add the oil. He's up there in age, man.
And
he's up there in age.
I had no idea what to expect from Dallas this season. What I saw Thursday night, they're good. They're good to go.
For now.
Hey, season started fine. The Super Bowl champs, they played very well against the Super Bowl champions.
Yeah.
The Jets Steelers game, I'm crunk for the Jets. They played very well. Lost or not.
I am really shocked on Sunday that there was no bantering between y'all and JoJo.
I had neutral. He probably had nothing negative to say because both teams played very well.
I know, but he's all Steelers. You guys are all Jets. I had the popcorn ready. I'm like, come on, where's the shit talking? There was no shit talking.
Did you see the mutual respect between both teams at the end of the game? And I'm going to end it with I got it. The way that game ended, that last hit, and it was clean, and they both got up and shook each other's hand. That was real, true football.
Yeah.
It was a good game for me. I came home after work. I sat here, started watching. I did fall asleep and woke back up, but a lot of what I saw, very enthusiastic.
I had to work and I was like listening to Texans on the radio. I had to listen to the Texas game on the radio and I'm like, yeah, oh come on.
Yeah, I didn't catch most, but week one was very good. There's a lot of enthusiasm behind it. I saw a lot of positive reviews.
Already submitted my week 2 picks to Fireman.
I did this morning. So big up to Fireman Rich, ladies and gentlemen. Check him out. Morning Coffee, Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, 0600 a.m.
Morning
on Rumble Studio.
The morning coffee.
My man Fireman Rich. You also got to check out Michael George Bathurst. Hashtag shout MGB. He's all over the place. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, LinkedIn, TikTok, Instagram. Holla.
Yeah.
Broadcast compadres. That's what we do. Shout out to the Sunday Night Smoke podcast. Him and his boys. They're doing the world travel stories. They killing it on YouTube, dog. Smoke is killing it over there. Shout out to them over there, man.
We're dancing with the nuns. Ah.
Here you go.
Yeah, I said
Shout
it.
out Shout out to Desiree down there. Desiree, we miss you.
Desiree.
We're still around. It's good seeing her. I do check you out every now.
Yeah.
She is also on TikTok with her drawing. She is phenomenal. Desiree, you could draw your butt off.
I'm
Big up.
telling you, concept art, that's like valuable.
Mm-hmm.
Just imagine if you did like an independent music video for any type of singer, and you do like the concept art, like that AHA Take on Me,
Yes.
dude.
She can animate her drawings. Absolutely.
So she could do pointillistic, oil paintings, watercolor, map color, crayon. What else am I missing?
I want to say charcoal.
Charcoal.
I want to say charcoal. I may be wrong, but I want to say charcoal. But
She could do that. She could do half and half abstracts.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to any and everybody who used to be on Hassle with us.
She has a very well disciplined
I
hand.
miss every last one of y'all for the community we had. The support we gave each other. It's killing me. But we're still around. I want to wrap this up. I don't want to start the National Guard going everywhere. I'm going to say that for another night. We got to get up in the morning. We got to work. I'll be free tomorrow. I should be free Friday night. You hear me? Y'all let me know. Jojo, Ted, when y'all see this, y'all let me know. For real, all right? Brian, appreciate you as always. Lister Mate, appreciate you. Desiree, appreciate you. Give it to him. Let's get out of here.
All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Hope you had some good takeaways from our discussion. And hey, we always have good friendly banter. We always have good stuff to talk about, and we keep it cool. We keep it civil. But once again, thank you very much. Live from Georgia and Texas, we are out.
Peace.
Good night.
Take care of yourself.